Hello and welcome to this thought for the day from the Tower of London on today, Tuesday, the 24th of November, 2020. Now, there is nothing like a lockdown to get you thinking about aspects of life to which we otherwise might not give much attention. The broad thrust of the present lockdown rules is that we should stay indoors, except when we have some specific need to go out, and even then for the shortest possible periods. This is actually rather misconceived because being in the open air is positively good for you, and the chance of contracting or passing on the virus out of doors is vanishingly small. It might be tempting to think that the more authoritarian tendency amongst our leaders wants us all at home so that it knows where we are and then we're not up to no good. But let us not get into unsubstantiated conspiracy theories. That way lies madness, as events elsewhere bear out. This is not the time or place for politics. Those of us who've grown up in industrialized societies, and especially if we've grown up in urban environments, can easily feel detached from nature. Hence the reason why some urban children, when asked where milk comes from, reply, Tesco. Working with inner city youngsters, it becomes clear that for many of them, the idea of going into a local municipal park strikes them as pointless, unless perhaps to kick a ball. The notion of enjoying the beauty of the natural world is alien to them, and outdoors is just where you have to go to get from inside one building to inside another. Why would you want to spend time in nature? It's only a short step from that to believing that the natural world exists purely to provide raw materials for humans to exploit, and that such exploitation has no negative consequences. The coronavirus is perhaps just an extreme example of how misguided such thinking can be. Respect for the natural environment can be not just a matter of personal inclination, but one of the survival of the species. It may take some people a real effort to engage with such ideas. As Christians, where might we look? The simple answer is we don't have to look far. In our creeds, we state that we believe that God created all things, visible and invisible, seen and unseen. Let's just stick with the visible and seen for now. If we really believe, as we say we do, that the one God who created us also created everything in the world around us, then clearly we have a duty to respect all creation. This is not least because we share creation's divine origin. One of the biblical pieces set for today is Psalm 96. It begins as follows. Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. In the verses which follow, immediately, the psalmist talks about all people worshipping God, and it's easy to think that the phrase all the earth actually means all people. From verse 11, however, it becomes clear that the seas and fields and forests are equally being urged to sing praises to God. The exuberant tone of the psalm could be interpreted as no more than an outpouring of human adoration for God, into which the non-human world is recruited in a supporting role, in what literary criticism calls the pathetic fallacy, the idea that animals and plants reflect and share human emotion. Yeah, you could interpret it like that, but surely the psalmist is saying something more. It is more than a sentimental overflow of religious emotion. What Psalm 96 asserts is that the whole creation equally needs to acknowledge its creator, and to do so joyfully. As inheritors of the Psalms, which we use every day in our worship of the one true God, we surely need to take on board these words, which remind us that we are a part of creation, and that we should express our understanding and appreciation of our place in that God-given creation by never taking it for granted. The clear fact is that nature is not something else, something alien to us that we can do with as we please. If nothing else, the current lockdown gives us time to reflect that we ignore that truth at our peril. Amen.